Hello, welcome to the Health In Show, an affiliate program of Homeopathy World Community. You've come to the right place to tune in and participate with your comments and questions. Love is the greatest healer of all. But sometimes, in order to change our emotions, we must take action in other spheres of our lives. We speak with experts in alternative and complementary health fields and hope you will benefit in some small or great way. Remember, you are wherever your thoughts are. Make sure your thoughts are where you want to be.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Marilyn Shannon, and this is the Health In Show. And I'm already choking up. This is a tribute to Debby Bruck, a dear friend, a loved one, a brilliant woman, a healer, and everything under the sun. So today's show is in dedication of Debby, all the good that she did, her life, all the things that she meant to so many people around the world. And we have the pleasure of having several people on in our show today, as well as in our chat. And I just want to remind everyone out there, you are more than welcome to call in and chat with us anytime you want. If you have a phone and you want to come in on a phone, you can. That's 919-518-9773. You can join us on Skype, voice, and that would be to computers. That's plural. The number 2K voice again. And then also we have a chat that's live. It's next to our video. Just put your name or nickname, whatever you like, and you can come in there, ask questions, say hi, comment, share a story. This is what it's about. And so just so you know, my name is Marilyn Shannon. I'm a dear friend of Debby's. I have a show here called The Breaking Free Show. I'm a business life coach, and I'm just delighted to be here today and a number of other things. But let me go ahead and introduce Amnon. Amnon.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good to see you.
Boy, this brings memories.
I know it does.
Good memories.
Good memories.
Yep.
So Amnon is our producer. He's produced my show. He produced Debby's show. And Debby, let's see, my show is on for about, it's going to be 7 years, I think.
Almost, yeah.
And I think Debby's was for about what?
Six-ish,
six-ish maybe?
Yeah.
So Amnon is our man. And then we have Kavitha. Hey, Kavitha.
Hi, Madeline.
And we have Dr. Adil on, and welcome to the show. So as we go forward now, we're going to share personal stories, and then we welcome everyone to come on and share as well. And before we get started with that, Kavitha, you had something you wanted to share, right? You wanted to give us a prayer.
Yes, Madeline. First, I want to say thank you, Aman, for doing this. And I'm holding all my tears because it's very hard for me. But Debbie will give me all strength to speak. So right now I wanted to do Lutheran Mantra, which is also called as Triambakam. It is very powerful mantra which breaks the cycle of birth and rebirth. It creates positive vibrations, and so it has a lot. So I wanted to tell, these are all the gifts I'm wearing. Debbie's shirt, her beautiful necklace, and the scarf. Okay, let me chant.
Oops. All right. Well, she'll be back and we'll have her chanting. She has a special message. But I just want to welcome people that are on the chat now, and I want you all to know that Dr. Deepak Sharma is on there. Hey there. How are you?
Hello.
Hey, welcome.
Hello.
Good.
I just want to
okay, so you have to tell him.
I
want you all to know that Dr. Deepak Sharma is on there.
Dr. Sharma, good morning, good night. Please lower your speakers down as much as you can, because we can hear coming back.
He's in the chat too.
Good morning, sir.
Lower your...
Okay. Yes.
Okay. And also, I just want to make a note that Rob Bruck is in our chat, and that is Debbie's husband. And he says a special welcome to Dr. Sharma, as well as thanking everyone for being here and being part of this. Okay, so let's go on. I'm going to just ask until Kavitha comes back, we can chant anytime that she. Okay, so Dr. Deal's on here as well. All right, just everyone bear with us because everybody's coming in from different parts of the world and coming in at the same time. So we're going to get this all right, and it's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be perfect, just the way it is. And just as Kavitha was saying, she had those pretty necklace and things from Debbie, and I am wearing a special necklace from her as well. So I'm honored to do that too. All right, I'm going to just say, yes. Okay. So if anyone is on the chat and they want to call in, remember, you can call in at 919-518-9773, or you can come in on computers, that's plural, the number 2K voice, anytime you like to come in and share with us a story or how Debbie has impacted your life. And while, I don't know, are they ready? Dr. Sharma and Dr. Adil, are they all ready? Yeah. Okay. So welcome. Glad to have you. And hopefully Kavitha will come on soon. Dr. Sharma, I know you had been on this show for a very long time with Debbie and have lots to share. So tell everybody a little bit about you, if you will, and then just tell us about you and Debbie. Can you hear me, Dr. Sharma?
Yes, I am hearing.
Okay.
Merlin. So thank you so much for inviting me, and I am really, yes, everyone is hearing.
Yes. Yes, we're here.
Debbie is like my mother, and I always said God could not be everywhere, and therefore He made mothers. It was a history of health in that when we starting our show health in, and Debbie and me chatted constantly, and I presented a case on treated with the dream of snakes, and we have a study. So Debbie thought a idea that why we not presented on the videos, and it was the first show when I presented my case on dream of a snake with Debbie, and it was our health in first show. I was very nervous, but Debbie is like a mother. She care me, and she always teach me, and she's with me. I always miss her at a time. She's always caring, always giving a message to me that you are always be take care. Kavita is with me. I connected with all my friends like Adil sir and all my friends over the world. So I can say Devi is the only who gave me the international platform to me, and I always missed her. And even I want to show my gratitude and my prayers to her, where she is in at time she is with us, and we always try to fulfill her dreams with a team. We are always with there. Orbit Clinic is always with there.
Dr. Sharma, how did you and Debbie originally meet?
No, we cannot meet. We will chat it first on the Facebook. Then we started the chatting.
Yeah, she was great on social media.
We always meet on Skype.
I see. And so you met on Facebook originally?
Yes. Originally, we started from the Facebook.
Perfect. And then you guest hosted the show with her, right?
Yes, I was the co-host in every show.
In every show. Goodness. Well, I appreciate you being here, and we're just
And
going to
one
have.
more thing,
Yes.
Marilyn,
Yeah.
I have to tell about Deepak. He
Yes.
gifted Debbie beautiful saree,
Hmm.
nice blue color, and it is awesome. And in 2015, when I met Debbie, I
Yes.
made that saree. It was wonderful. Thank you so much, Deepak, for that nice gift to Debbie.
So, Kavitha, now that you're back, do you want to you want to chant for us? You want to do the prayer?
Okay, sure.
Thank
Okay,
you.
this is
Thank you.
Lutheran Mantra, and giving the positive vibrations to everyone. And Debbie is watching all this. Okay. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanad Mrityurmukhiya Mamrutat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukhiya Mamrutat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukhiya Mamrutat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Shanti. Om Shanti.
That was beautiful, Kavitha. That was beautiful. Why don't you tell everybody about you and Debbie?
Okay. So every time I just talk whatever comes to me, but today I have preparation just few, which takes not more than 2 minutes. So I'm Dr. Kavitha Kukunur, homeopath from Michigan, and you have all the Debbie's memories. She made beautiful chain, wonderful, very very nice, and my relationship with Debbie is very unique, and I see my grandma's soul in her, and address her as Babi. We made our friendship as unconditional love. Every time we use that word, that way our bond, our friendship has grown every year. Every day we keep in touch. We share a lot. Now also every day whenever I wake up, first thing I do is I thank my parents, my in-laws, and remember, of course, my husband too, and remember all the people who passed away, like my grandma and my father-in-law, Guru, Debbie, and thank them, and they are there with me all the time. So I remember them. In one word, I will say that she has been my breath. She was always with me. And I got associated with Debbie for past 8 years, and I reached her to review my book Beyond the Limits, and where she was very much impressed and she gave me a good feedback, and she took my book interview. That's how we got connected, and she also did my interview about practice in homeopathy. So those are the two things where we got associated and got into each other more deeply. And when she was diagnosed in stage 4 cancer in 2015, I was even more closely attached to her and kept her in my daily prayers. And it is not only that me, I requested all my family, friends, and HW friends, everyone to put Debbie in their prayers. And that's where we got more close, and we made 2 YouTube videos, one in 2015 and the other one in 2016. And we wanted to share to the public to inspire the value of the friendship. And that is what, and I will say that I'm so fortunate to be a part of Debbie's family. Everyone in their family are so nice, wonderful. And so much is there to talk, but because of the lack of time, I want everyone to share their views. And one thing before I forget, this is the Debbie's gift, spread the love. So whenever she sent me, so whenever I keep the bread toasted, I use it. So she wants everyone to spread the love. And this is a nice candy which remains forever. So she wants through us, me, Deepak, and all the HWS members to share the love, to share the sweetness around the globe. And her beautiful painting, very, very creative she is. So she wants everyone to be creative and keep that friendship love. So before I end, just one thing first, I wanted to say now and at the end to thank NCH for honoring Debbie with Martha Oliman Community Award And I thank Nash for reaching me to add the tribute to Debbie in the famous journal. And I thank Uta who reached me and a tribute to Debbie in Clever Homeopathy. And I thank Marilyn Shannon so much for coordination with Amnon and made this show happen. Final sentence, I would say that I thank my husband and kids, my family, HW friends, everyone who cooperated with me, nominated me, and has been with me. Thank you so much.
Kavitha, that was beautiful. Thank you. You know, it's funny in a way because I, thought of myself as Debbie's best friend. And we've spent a lot of time together. And then I met Kavitha, and Kavitha said, well, I thought I was her best friend. And so it delighted me to know that Debbie had so many people that considered her their best friend, and she considered them their best friend. So it's an honor to be best friends with Kavitha. So I know that there are a lot of people on the chat that have things to say as well, and I'm going to read them. But before we do that, I just want to ask Dr. Adil to come on and share some thoughts of, who he is and some of his thoughts about Debbie.
Hi, Madeline.
Hi.
Hi, Kavita. Deepak ji, namaste.
Namaskar.
Debbie and me shared a wonderful relationship. It started way back. Basically, I am a cardiologist and I practice homeopathy. And so I'm a practicing homeopathy cardiologist. I've been qualified in both the systems of medicine, that is allopathy and homeopathy. It was way back in 2010 that I had attended the Los Angeles Liga Congress. And there I had met Debbie. It was a meeting for about, say, 10-15 minutes. And eventually in 2011 or 12, we started the show. I was I never knew what this show was about. And then she slowly and gradually explained, like I rightly said by my two colleagues, like how a mother helps the child to first walk. I was new to this health in show and how Blog Talk radio show. I never knew all these things. And slowly she taught me. Eventually it was once in 15 days or once a month. And then eventually then it began, and once every Wednesday. It was in 2015 to 2014 we continued the show, and slowly and steadily we started becoming more closer, much more than a host of a talk show and two hosts of talk shows. She confided in me that she had got cancer. And I was, shocked to hear that. Anyways, that time I'd invited her to India and I told her that you should visit India once. You have a lot of fans here and HWC community would grow much, much larger. Well, that was the time when she said her daughter would visit Nepal. But then that did not happen. Slowly she started revealing, whenever I treat patients, I first ask them, why did you bring this disease? So why did you bring cancer? I kept on asking this question, what was that exciting factor which brought on cancer? And I said, I'll treat you. Eventually, she told me so many things which I don't know, I'll not be able to share. And then I prescribed her Silesia. And eventually, she improved a lot. That was her. So a lot of emails continued. And I told her that in 2017, again, we'll have a show once when you get well. January 2017, we had a good show. There were about 3,000 participants there, Blog Talk radio show, where I spoke on tuberculosis and homeopathy. And it's so unfortunate that I'd come to New York. The day I landed, she left for heavenly abode. So, and Kavita was constantly in touch with me. I told her to give Tarantula, but then God has some other plans. Meanwhile, in all these shows, we had treated a lot of patients. And when I reached New York, there were 4 to 5 patients who knew Debbie and me, because I used to refer all these New York cases to Debbie. And when I told them that today Debbie has passed away, I had reached on 6th of May. So they were also shocked. There was one particular case which I should really mention. There was a case, this gentleman had a traumatic accident and he was in coma for a pretty long time, say about 11 days in ICU. And they had approached me. And I said, I can't help you with medicines. I can tell you the names of the medicines, local homeopath there. And then I refer the case to Debbie. And Debbie went there and the person received opium. Patient is come out of coma. He's very well now, around 4 years now. So it has got no words. And I'm very eternally thankful to her for spreading so much joy. Her conviction towards homeopathy, I really salute her. The HWC platform which she has given me and many others is a legacy which will not die at all. So her thoughts remain, and we are indebted to her. The whole homeopathy community in general is indebted to this mastermind who created HWC in her own personality. And me personally, like as Kavita said, and as you correctly mentioned, that everyone thought of Debbie as best friend. So even I thought I could share with her anything which only a friend can share. And that was the bond with me and her. I really miss her, and very sorry that I could not see her last time. But then fate has it. She is in my memory. She'll always be in my memory. In fact, all my family members, they extend their deepest condolences because everyone knew Debbie, although no one has met Debbie in person except me. But she was this one magnetic person who could create this aura, a very positive aura. Whenever you talk to her, you never felt like this she was suffering. She was a patient. Nothing, never. It was only small complaints and she really a warrior. She fought cancer from 2015 this January to 2018 May. Hats off to her. My salutes, my homage, and my love.
Thank you so much, Dr. Adil. That was very nice. And you are there during Debbie's last days. Though you are not physically present, your heart and everything was there, and you advised me that Debbie really appreciates it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I know that there are lots of people out on the chat as well, and so I think you're more than welcome to call in and share, just like we all are, and just talk openly. It's just like an open chat. But that was beautiful. Thank you so much for saying all that you just said about her. And when she prepared for these shows, she prepared. I mean, she worked hard at getting all the information correct, and there was nothing she would not do to produce these shows. And the ironic thing is, even when she wasn't able to do them on a regular basis, all she'd have to do is show up for these shows and with a really great subject and with Dr. Sharma and Kavitha, and she would have thousands of people tune in just like this, just because Debbie showed up. She may not have been, she didn't even have to be on consistently. All she had to do was show up, and people would show up too. So she was just amazing. So there are many people on the chat who have things to say. So, and if I pronounce your names wrong, please forgive me. I'm looking at them through tears in my eyes, and that makes it even harder. But Mud Ravik says, let's continue her dedicated service. That goes beyond measure. We are going to continue it. And we are all going to come together, and we are going to continue her legacy with HWC. We look forward to creating a new website and doing all the things that Debbie would want to do. And we're going to do them the way Debbie would have wanted to do it. So we're going to do it. If you have any questions about that, please feel free to reach out to Kavitha, to myself. and we're gonna keep going, right?
Yeah.
And Mud Ravik says, even during pains, homeopathy was her only concern. And that's very true, because to the very end, I know that she took her last remedy, or she took her drinks. She did everything she could till the very, very end. She believed in it so much, and she never gave up on a miracle, on the possibilities, on she was better with it than without it. She never gave up, no matter how much pain she was in. Kavitha, did you want to say something?
I did receive many people like Nancy Gillis. She sent her wishes and she could not make it. And NCH president and executive director, they also conveyed wishes to Debbie.
Dr. Sharma, did you have more to add?
Yes, Marlene.
Can I add something?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I came back from on around 13th of May.
Can I interrupt you
And,
1
we have-
second? Let me interrupt you 1 second. If you call in and we're in the middle of talking, just hold on a minute, because we just had a phone call. So please don't go anywhere. Just hold on. Okay, Dr. Avil, continue.
So we had a prayer service. We have a regular clinical meetings on every fourth Saturday of every month. And this lesson May, we had a prayer service as well as condolences from all the people of the National Academy of Homeopathy India, special prayer service. And we had dedicated a full clinical meeting to Debbie. So that I wanted to convey.
You know, I look at Debbie and I think she was like this flower to me, but her seeds and she just was like all over the place, and she was this gentle, beautiful flower. But anyway, hello, is somebody on the line?
Hi there, this is Jyoti. I met Debbie in Detroit. I'm Kavita's friend. She's really a very positive person. She inspired me anything when I met her an year ago. Really, I miss her a lot. I cannot say the time I spent with her. I am inspired, being like a human being, very positive attitude, and she's so great. I just want to share my thoughts.
And what is your name again?
Jyoti.
Jyoti. Thank you so much.
Hi, Jyoti. Thank you so much. So, Debbie, when she came in 2016, she told me, Kavita, I don't know when is my last day, but I wanted to see you before it comes. And she came to see me in Michigan. And at that time, I made 2 get-togethers, one with close friends and one with homeopaths. So Jyoti is my close friend, and we had time together. We all ate the lunch. So that's what she was sharing. They all felt so good with Debbie's words, her inspiring words. They never knew that she has cancer. And so that's what she was in tears, Jyoti. And she made it. Thank you so much, Jyoti, for sharing your experience. Your picture was there. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I think I saw that video, didn't I? That was a beautiful video that you made. Yes. Dr. Sharma, did you want to say something?
Yes. Now I have an experience with Debbie Ji. When I did my first show, she knows my English is not very well, and I'm not. My English is not very fluency in the language, but she always encouraged me to do my show. On the first show, Amnon and Debbie both are constantly saying in the chat that you are seeing on the camera and I am seeing on the PowerPoint. So I do not realize that how can I manage the between the camera and the PowerPoint. But Debbie was so nice, and she said me that you will do a second show. I told her in the chat that Debbie ji, it's a word lecture and I am not feeling good. But she told that and said and directly said that you will do the second show also and you only do. That was the it was the aura I am feeling of positiveness even on the Facebook. I never met her. I always see her on the Facebook, but she is in my heart. She is in my brain. She can handle me very well. And she never said that you will not be a co-host because you are not speaking in the English in the fluency. You always she in the first step she write the co-host, and even in the last show I was the co-host. So it was the about her. I really missed it, and she gave me a gift of the doctor's best instrument. And I thank you, Kavita and Debbie, who is sending me this. I am always using in the patient, and I am also this chest piece is always at my heart. So she is in my heart always.
Did she?
I always miss it.
So you said she sent that to you? Debbie sent that to you?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Oh.
yes, yes. Debbie and Kavita ji sent to me.
Oh,
This
how
is the
beautiful.
best instrument of every doctor.
Oh, how-
She always wants to share several gifts to all the people in India. Deepak was like
Yes.
family member and many others. But the only thing is international shipping and everything, and the process was so difficult. And one time she wanted to send kombucha. She introduced kombucha to me. And it was so nice how to prepare that one and everything. She said, Kavita, can we send to Deepak? I don't know, Debbie, they will, in customs, they will throw that one, that kombucha.
Yes.
So,
yeah, we
And
should.
and she sent in a book, in a small book. She pasted the leaves and then sent to me. It was the wonderful.
Yeah, she made the best kombucha of any
Yes.
place I've ever had it. She used to make it by the gallon jugs,
Hmm.
and she would it was in a closet in her kitchen, and she was always, putting them in bottles, and she was amazing like that. She did all of that. Well, that's a beautiful present she sent you.
Yes.
and today
So,
I made, go ahead, Deepak.
so that's why we all together at this time, and we will continue the dreams of Devi. We will definitely will go ahead with her dream.
Well, I just for all of you that are listening, I am not a homeopath. I am a businesswoman. I'm a life coach. I'm an author, but I am not a homeopath. But one of Debbie's dreams, of course, was to continue HWC. And when I was visiting with her in February, and I was spending the weekend with her, it was the one thing that in her life she was really concerned about and wanted to make sure that it continued. And so I promised her that it will continue. And so I can't tell you what it's been like just for me, and I am not a homeopath, but to be surrounded by these amazing people that are just there and that I have, because of Debbie, been plopped into. She told me, Marilyn, this is your community anyway. She said, Marilyn, this is what you believe anyway. And I said, okay, Deb, I'll believe you because I always did. And so I get to be with Deepak and I get to be with Kavitha. And Vic, if you're out there somewhere, you should be calling in too. And to continue Debbie's legacy with the rest of you. And we will do that. We have to do that. We don't have a choice. Debbie laid the groundwork and more than the groundwork, but we have no choice but to continue the philosophy. I just want to also say that Michelle is here, and I know Michelle was a very dear friend of Debbie's, probably again one of her best friends. And it's nice to have you on the chat, Michelle. It's been a long time since our paths have crossed. And also, I want to say this too, because I think this is really important. Mud, again, is saying that Debbie helped And I don't know if Mud is a woman or a man. Do you know?
Mohammed is it's Mohammed Rafiq.
Yes. Do you
This is
know?
my suit. Yeah, yeah, very well.
Is that
He's a
Yeah.
he's a man?
very act. He's a
Yeah.
man.
Okay,
Yes,
so he is
yes, he is a
complimenting.
man.
Yeah, he's a man. Well, I don't know. So he's complimenting Debbie because Debbie taught him how to write articles. Is there something that she did not do? I can't even
She did
imagine.
everything to everyone.
Every
Amazing. Each one, they felt they are the best friends.
everyone, and the thing about it is, it wasn't the same for anyone. To each person, Debbie gave a special piece of herself and a special gift and gave that person what they needed. That's amazing, isn't
That's
it?
that's the beauty of relationship, keeping relationships separately at the same time tying each other. Like I never knew Kavita, I never knew Deepak, I never knew, I of
Yes.
course Mohammed Rafiq is my student, but then
Hmm.
but because of Debbie, I came to know so many people, so many lovely individuals who themselves we have separate bonds with ourselves. So Marilyn,
Yes.
now you have to play the same role as Debbie because she was wonderful, and of course you are wonderful. But then you have to also start developing personal bondings with each other.
Well,
Yes, she will.
thank you. I just keep saying to myself, I used to say to myself, what would Gandhi do? Now I say, what would Debbie do? That's what I say. I used to say when I would get up, want to have to do something, or there was a trying situation, I would say, what would Gandhi do? How would Gandhi handle this? Now I say to myself, what would Debbie do? Debbie, how would she handle this? And so I let her continue to guide me. And I believe that that's what she's doing for all of us. And
And
yeah, go ahead.
Marilyn, can I tell you something? Sorry to
Yes.
interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, and Marilyn, Debbie loves all the Indian food. So when I went, she before I come to her house, she made sure that she got everything, like karela, bitter gourd, okra, and everything. She did love, and she really enjoyed the way the Indian cooking style with mustard and jeera. And she's very like anything she learns and she makes it. See, today I made dosa for her with chutney, and after she went to New York, she made it and everyone liked it. Means she's such a energetic person and loves.
Yeah, she did. She loved making those pancakes. The dough size, right? Okay, so we have another caller. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hi.
Hi, this is Mahi.
Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have a special memory or relationship or something about Debbie that you want to share?
Yes, definitely. I had a memorable experience with her. I met her in one of the restaurants with Dr. Kavita, and she's a very great personality and she's a great fighter also. And her words are also very inspirational and very motivative. So we can observe a lot of positive things from her.
Mm,
It was a really great experience and memory with her.
yes, she was all love,
Thank you.
wasn't she?
Thank you so
Mm-hmm.
much, Mahi, for joining the call and sharing your beautiful memories. And my friends, they gifted when they saw Debbie, they gifted one or couple of things, and she really thanked each and everyone. She personally sent a note, and they all enjoyed and they felt so good with her positive vibrations.
So,
Thank you,
Yes,
Mahi.
very positive vibrations, Kavita. Really, very positive vibrations.
thank you so much for calling and for sharing that.
Yeah, thank
She's
you.
she's
Yeah,
li-
thank you.
she's listening, and she's
Yes.
Can I
and sh-
add one?
and she's blushing. Yeah,
Can I add?
yeah.
As Kavita was saying about the Indian food and Debbie's love for Indian food. So my wife makes biryani. Biryani is a special rice preparation which Indians make very well. So she actually learned the art of biryani making from my wife. And then in one of I don't know, long back show where I had a diet plan. We follow special diet plans. So I was telling her, and after the show, I must have mentioned biryani. What is this biryani and all? I would like to try. I don't know anything. I only know how to eat. My wife was there, and she explained the entire process. And after that, she actually prepared the biryani at her house. So that's one of my experiences with Debbie as far as food was concerned.
She made
Yes.
biryani. Is that what you're saying? The rice, the.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that.
She
Oh,
makes everything she learns so perfect. And she said, Kavita, where do I get these lentils and everything? I really like it the way she's interested. But she's very healthy and nutritious. She tries to
yes.
get everything proper.
Yep. I just again want to mention to everybody to please feel free to call in. And I'd love, I know when I was having lunch I guess it was last week or 2 weeks ago with Rob Bruck, Debbie's husband, we were having lunch and he was telling me about the people that she helped through homeopathy, people that she, prescribed remedies for who got better. And I'd love to hear those stories as well. So if any one of you are listening out there, and I mean, we can keep talking about anything and everything when it has to do with Debbie, because it's such a joy. But if you have any particular stories to share about how she actually helped you, please feel free to call in. Love to hear that too. 919-518-9773. Or you can come in on computers. That's plural 2K voice on Skype and continue in the chat and we'll continue our conversation. So
On
again,
another, I have one of Debbie's patients. We treated this child together. This child is now uh, 4.5 years old. But her name is Aisha. And she says, I can't call, but please convey our deepest respect and condolences to Debbie's family. And the case is beautiful that this baby was 4.5 years old. So when she was born, she was put on a ventilator. And I don't know how they must have approached Deb, but since Debbie knew that since I was dealing with the cardiology cases, and she was handling that case, eventually we gave her some drugs. This baby was out of ventilator, and she's still alive and she's very well. And when I had gone to New York and seen her, uh, so this girl was advised heart lung transplant when she was born. Now, to say heart lung transplant is very easy, but to do a particular procedure is very difficult. Without heart lung transplant, it's 3.5 years. This child is perfectly well with homeopathy, thanks to Deb.
and you know what? I missed the beginning of what you said. So would you say just the beginning again? I got that Debbie helped. What did she do?
This child was suffering from a disease called as cardiomyopathy. Cardiomyopathy means heart failure at birth. So eventually you have to change the heart, that's heart lung transplant. So somehow these people, I mean, the parents of this child, she's a 3.5 years child now. When the baby was born, they somehow got hold of Debbie. I don't know how, but when Debbie came to know that this is a heart patient, she contacted me that would you be able to help her? I said, yeah, I can be able to, but since you are handling the case, I'll guide you. So together we worked, and eventually she was a case. It was a case, and we took her out of ventilator when she was born. And since then, she has had no heart lung transplant. She's only on homeopathy, and she's still alive and doing well. So I just got a message. I conveyed to her that we'll be having such a show. Please log in. Right? If her mother said I can't log in, so please pay my respects and deepest condolences to the family. So that's what on my other mobile, I'm getting her call.
Okay.
I mean, a message.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, Debbie, she never forgot anything either. If I told her anything about myself, as if I wasn't feeling well or something was going on, she never forgot a detail, ever. She was amazing that way. She was amazing. Dr. Deepak, did you have something you wanted to add?
Yes. Yes. Uh, on a day, she got a call from a patient from California, and she's an Indian, and she talked with the Debbie for about her complaint because she is knowing that Debbie is a homeopath and a very good homeopath. But Debbie referred to me because she want to convert it into the Hindi, and that's why Debbie referred to me, and we are all connected through the patient with the doctors, with the homeopathy, and we are all. And here is a one point: there is no ego. I think Debbie has zero ego. She is so nice. She is referring me to patient as well. She is always talking with the symptoms or the case discussions every time. Uh, I never seen in a home in my profession. So she is having zero ego, as I know.
Yeah. So we have somebody on the phone now. Hello? Hello? Are we connected? Okay, if you're calling in and you just did, you could if you're not getting a good connection, just hang up and call back. All
One
right.
very interesting incident I want to share. Last year, no, 2016, my father had a heart attack. So I was very depressed. I never knew what to do. And out of nowhere, Debbie is calling me. I mean, sending a mail. Is everything all right? I said, I mean, this information I had not shared it to anyone. No one knew about this. Out of blue, I mean, otherwise, she just just send up a mail. Is everything all right at your place? I said, no, nothing. I mean, my father actually had a heart attack, and I'm totally depressed. When something happens to you, you go blank. And then she told me her story, how she's coping up with cancer, and everything will get all right. So these small, but they appear small, but they are very huge to people when actually you need them. So very good moral boost was given. I mean, I was totally down at that time. I never knew what to do, what will happen. It happens. Even if you're a doctor, you can't do things. I mean, if your parents are sick. That was one thing. Call it intuition, call it whatever, but it was a connection which I had not expected. No one could call me. No one knew that something is wrong with me, with my life. So that's a very interesting incident. I should mention earlier.
Yeah, she was connected that way. So Kathy on our chat just said, I was skeptical about homeopathy, and with the first dose, she made me a believer. I have missed having Debbie in my life for some time. May she rest in peace. And then Giathi Parimi, am I pronouncing that right? Debbie's conviction to homeopathy is inspiring. I always look forward to Debbie's posts on my Facebook wall. I was shocked to know of her passing. I contacted her last in October of 2017, and she graciously responded to me. Debbie is greatly missed, and I will always remember her. That's beautiful. Thank you for that. And I know that I think, there are plenty of other people on here. You are welcome to call in 919-518-9773 or computers, that's plural 2K voice, or you're more than welcome to stay in the chat and I'll read them to you, read them out loud. But we'd love to have you join us. Kavitha?
And Madeline, Debbie has many friends. And in the process of when I was nominating Debbie, like around 50 to 100 emails I sent, and everyone sent good wishes to Debbie. And even now also, until now also, everyone is saying, so I can say a couple of names, but I didn't hope if I miss anyone, just forgive me. Kate Birch, who attended the conference call. And it was very nice. She conveyed her good wishes. Kathy Lemon, Silla Walcott, Isaac Golden, Gabriel, so many are there. And Lisa, and Donna, so many. So they all conveyed, though they could not make the call, but they all conveyed the wishes.
Well, as we go forward and we work on a new website for HWC and we do some new things, there's going to be a tremendous opportunity for everyone who is interested to come together and be part of this, be part of what path Debbie started, what path she created, and what we all want to continue. There's going to be plenty of opportunities for people to share their knowledge, their books, their inspiration, their articles, their and above all, the good work that you're doing, because that's what we want people to know. We want people to know the successes, because that's the best news that travels fast. Here's another phone call. Hello? Hello? Okay. Is somebody there? Okay, they hung up. So again, if you are trying to call and get a bad connection, just try again, and I'll keep saying hello till I get you. Okay? So we've got lots of things in store and things that Debbie wanted to do. So just feel free to reach out and share it, as often as you can, because this is so valuable. And what I've learned in the last month is amazing, because that's how long I've been involved for the most part, other than in the beginning when Debbie was starting it. So, she had lots of shows on, Dr. Sharma. Maybe share some of the things that you and Debbie worked on while you were having shows. I know she did like an endless amount of shows on all kinds of things. So why don't you give us some highlights of some of the shows that you all did?
Yes. What our motto? Debbie's motto was that the homeopathy will spread into the public, because many homeopaths are doing the conferences and the seminars in between the homeopaths. But Debbie's and us theme was that we will promote the homeopathy into the public. So the purpose of the video show to give the homeopathy to the world.
All right, can you hold that thought? Hold that thought. Let's try this caller again. Hold that thought. Hello?
Okay.
Hi, this is Swapna from Detroit.
Okay, and what is your name?
Swapna.
Welcome to the Health In Show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Much. Do you have a memory or a thought about Debbie?
Yeah, just 1.5 years back, I met her here in Detroit, and our friends went to the restaurant, and I had very good time with her. She's very friendly, and she's very talkative, and I had very good fun with her, and I could not forget her. Yeah, she's a very nice person.
Thank you. Yeah, she did. She was a great talker. Yeah, go ahead, Kavitha. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, Swapna. Everyone remember that sweet memories of which had happened in 2016. I'm so happy because I kept all my friends in the loop of prayer. Every time I send that big communication email to my friends and family, which are like 20 to 30 or 40 members, they all knew, like for the past 3 years, and they kept their prayers. They really enjoyed to hear all the updates whichever I give to Debbie. So thank you once again, Swapna, for joining the call.
Kavitha, you have a lot of friends.
Debbie, she's such a nice lady. They still remember her, all the memories.
I mean, really, that was lovely. That was wonderful. So, Dr. Deepak, you want to go on and...
Yes. So our motto was basically to promote homeopathy into the public. So we planned to the general topics, like we did a show on the rape and the for the homeopathy for the victims and the renal stone, and many shows for the public, because we need to promote homeopathy and spread the homeopathy to the public. And in the general show, we are always planning just one day after the show, like we are on the Monday, and we will start the work for the next show from the Tuesday. We are searching the speakers from all over the world, and even many times we are changing the time. And I remember that with the show with the Dr. Isaac Golden from Australia, the time was for about 4 a.m. for me, but we did a show. We disturb all the time. Amnon is always cooperative for such nice thing, and I always thanks to Amnon, who is doing the continuous show for the homeopathy. I always salute him, because many of the broadcasters always working for the money, but he is only working for the homeopathy and support the Debbie and homeopathy. So I always salute the Amnon also. But Debbie is quite good, and she is always working for homeopathy since she knows homeopathy.
Thank you.
Yes, Amnon, you are.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the best, really. I don't know what.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah, what we all would do without him as
Yes,
far as.
and after Debbie, we are all connected with the Amnon.
Yeah, everybody knows him.
Just because of the Amnon.
Yeah, exactly.
He has been a silent pillar of which, I mean, without him, all the shows are impossible.
Yes, definitely, Alisa.
Well, Debbie would have him do some things he wasn't used to always doing. You know, when she was doing her show and she had these phenomenal PowerPoints that he had to figure out how to put up at the same time, you know, that the guests were up, or, you know, you have people coming in from all over the world. And Amnon did a really good job of keeping it together. So, you know, we all thank him.
He's still doing. He's still doing with this show.
Yes, he's still doing.
You know, because yes, he is.
It will never stop here.
You know, I've been doing my show, I told you, for like 7 years. But when we decided to do this, I just knew Amnon would be okay with it. I didn't even question it. I just knew that Amnon would be fine with it. And you must have a good story about Debbie. You were with her every week all the time. What's your
Debbie was a special person. There's nothing that I can add to it. But yeah, when she started, also, I remember the first show that she did. I just came back from the eye doctor, and my eye was red. And it was 2 weeks that I've been going, and they tried different things, and they just gave me steroids. And I was telling her what was going on, and she said, "Don't you take these?" And I said, "Okay, so what do I do?" And she took 2 little pellets out of her pocket, but she said, "Take it." Halfway through the show, she said, "Go look in the mirror." So I went to the bathroom and looked, and my eye was completely white. No, and I mean, I always tell people, but when people start arguing about homeopathy, it's Debbie knew what she was doing. I mean, everything she put her hand on just got better. I mean, if you're talking about flowers, if you're talking about anything that she put her hands on. But and I remember years and years ago, we started the summer camp, and it was great. There was never a summer camp for kids in our area.
Oh, for
and that was there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing that I can go on for hours and hours telling you what was great about Debbie and the family, but it's just you know.
Well, and
I don't feel like she's still here.
No, I don't feel. I look at her picture.
I sit and work, and I hear Debbie, you know, up there talking, and it's just like I never went through this. What you guys have gone through, you know, she's still here. To me, she's still here.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean, I see her picture all the time. I hear her voice. I believe she's still here.
She's
she
here
is
all the time.
She is.
And this is the gift which Debbie sent to me.
Yeah, she is here, and she means to keep on doing her business, and I would say her family. And Rob mentioned I'm not mentioned the family, and it's true. I mean, they supported her always with everything that she did. You know, whether it was through homeopathy, and whether it was when she was left North Carolina and went to New York. I mean, Debbie created the most beautiful bedroom, living space, like a sanctuary for her to live in, to heal. She had areas all around her, her bedroom, her living area, that were playful. Debbie was playful. She had a sandbox with toys in it. She had coloring books. Kavitha, show your coloring your picture again. You have
This
it?
is gift she sent
Yes.
to me on my birthday.
She had books and books like this that she did, and she had pictures hanging all through her kitchen, and all around. I mean, she just did beautiful things. She was playful. She had and I don't want to refer to her in the past. She has a spirit. She has kindness, a spirit, a joyfulness, and she never gave up gratitude. Never. To the last moment, she was in a state of gratitude. And I believe that's extremely important. Right?
One thing I would like to add, we were having a show on cancer, and I remember her last words. After the show was over, or in between the show, she said, "You can never get healed in the same environment in which you are sick. You have to change the environment of sickness to the one which can heal yourself." So probably that philosophy she followed.
Say that again. You can't get. Say that. That's a beautiful line. Say that again. You can't get.
Cannot get healed in the same environment which has made you sick.
Was that a Debbie line?
Yeah.
That was a Debbie line. Yeah, I never heard her say that's a brilliant line. That's brilliant. Dr. Sharma, how many shows did you all do about vaccinations?
We do about the vaccination on the Block 2 radios.
Yeah.
Maximum shows on the Block 2 radios, but on the video, we have, I think, 2 or 3 shows only. But on vaccinations, she's continuously worked with the Alan Phillip on the Block Talk radio. She always regular in touch and regular showing, doing the show on the radios also. So on vaccination, we have 2 or 3 videos only.
But she did a long time on vaccinations.
Yes. She fight with the government also. She's also fight for to promote the homeopathy in America and legalize the homeopathy. But there are many issues. So she is not she's not in good health, but I remember she did a lot for homeopathy to save the homeopathy in America.
I would say to her, Deb, how could you can do so many shows about vaccinations? She said,
And
"Oh
Madeline-
yes.
Block Talk radio shows are there.
Yeah. Kavitha,
And Madeline,
yeah.
since the topic has come, yes, she did a lot of shows with Alan Phillips. He's very nice person. So with Alan Phillips and also with Kate Birch and Silla about the vaccine alternatives, homeoprophylaxis. So she was involved into those.
Yeah. Dr. Phil, he's an attorney, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's the only
Yes.
attorney in US who fights for the vaccine rights.
Right.
And he's very nice.
Right. Yes, I remember. Thank you for bringing that up. Again.
In fact, even I was supposed to do a show on vaccination with her because we are giving vaccinations against heart diseases, cancer, and diabetes in India. So that concept was homeopathic vaccination.
Right.
So that concept was quite new to her, and we have been doing since past 10 or 15 years. So, in fact, we were going to have a show, but unfortunately, we couldn't have that.
Well, you mentioned earlier that she didn't have an ego, and she didn't. She was the kind of person who was like she would learn from anybody. She wouldn't she didn't take what she didn't know as something against herself. She was curious about everything. So she never stopped being curious, and she never felt that if she didn't know something that was something wrong, she would just go learn about it or find the person who knew about it. And if you went to Debbie as and you needed homeopathy and there was something she didn't know, she'd go find out. She'd go check with the
And
people,
if I
other people.
need,
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
need anything, Marilyn, the first person I reach is Dave. Anything if I want to ask, this is what immediately like a Google search, she's for me.
yeah,
And
yeah,
she's amazing.
yeah.
And whenever I take the pictures and videos, she says, Kavita, why, when I went with her to her house and here, Kavita, why do you take pictures and videos? Let us enjoy. Then I said, okay, Debbie, listen, I will enjoy now. But what happens if I want to enjoy again with you? The same moment, will I get it? No. So let us take the picture, let us take the video, and I remember you all the time. You are with me all the time. And she says, Kavita, you're funny. So that is the sweet memories which I am holding for her.
Absolutely.
And one thing, Madeline, my husband and kids, they encouraged, they understood our relationship, and they cooperated. And with me, that I'm very thankful. And I was able to see Debbie in the last minute because of my husband and kids. And I never forget that when I got that opportunity. So really thankful to them and thankful to God that He made me to see her.
Right. Yeah. It was a blessing for you, I know. So
Thank
once
you.
again,
I also,
go ahead.
I also at one point, I remember in about the 2014 when our shows are in difficulties, because we are requesting to many speakers and to the health in to pay a small amount for the SWC and the health in shows. And I arrange I think 5 to 6 doctors from India and all over world, but no one paid. No one pay for the SWC and for the health insurance. And then when we chatted, me and Debbie Z, and we are also in trouble that how we will we proceed our health insurance. Then I proposed her to pay from the orbit clinics, because I started the health insurance with the Indian peoples, and I add Dr. Kulbhushan Bharadwaj and Dr. Anupam Shetty Malhotra, Dr. Navneet Vidani is there. I request all to join the health insurance, and I also request to a small money or a small token money to the health insurance or to promote the SWC. But I know no one paid, no one pay, and it was the hard time for us, but we both will still do it. And Debbie is always encouraging me that you do not worry, Deepak, we will do it, we will do it. And in all this scenario, Amnan is with us, so I remember that time also. It
Yeah.
was a hard time,
Yeah.
but still we continue the health in show for a many weeks.
Yeah, she never took anything. She gave,
Yes.
but she never
Yes,
took.
and yes, we request to promote SWC and the health insurance to continue.
Well, we'll have to see. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. You want to? So she.
I'm always open here.
Yeah. So Mark. Amnan's always open. So why not? It's something. What? It's not an end. It's a beginning.
Yes.
It's a beginning. I found this poem, and I read it at a memorial or celebration, let's say, for Debbie a couple of weeks ago, and I'd like to read it to all of you. As long as you remember Debbie, that's what it's called. As long as you remember her, her memory will live on. Her spirit will be there with you at every breaking dawn. Debbie will sing to you through birds in spring and whisper through the trees. She'll bring you gentle comfort with a warm, caressing breeze. As long as you remember Debbie, she'll always be near to lend you sweet tranquility as nighttime stars appear. The bond that you have shared will be a link from her to you to give you hope for brighter days and strength to see you through. As long as you remember Debbie, her love will fill your heart and help to ease the sorrow that you feel while you're apart. With thoughts of her, perhaps you'll see that wonder of each day, the joy of sunlit afternoons and nature's grand display. Debbie was all that.
Very nice one.
Yeah, she.
Very, very nice.
Very nice.
Well, that's Debbie. You know, she was that twinkle. She was a powerful
we love her
twinkle.
Sweet voice.
Huh?
We love her sweet voice.
Yes.
It is-
Yes.
you like to hear. That's what whenever I call her and talk to her, it is so nice, pleasant, and very nice.
So, you know, what do we learn from this person? We learned so much from her short time here, and it was short and powerful. But what do you learn that we can take out in the world? Yes, homeopathy, being kind, loving, caring, giving. What else?
And teamwork, joining together, network, big network. When she did with other homeopaths, that's what she told, that you have to get connected. You have to be united with positive things. So
Yeah, and
growing.
And you know, I think one of the things I'm piecing together, and I just thought of it just now, because I've often lately am saying we're not noticing people enough. We're not listening to people's presence enough because there's too many things going on that people are not seeing. Debbie saw people. Debbie saw each and every one of us as who we were and cared about us. And I think a special thing to learn is to pay attention to each other. You know, take the time to see people, see who they are, see what they represent, see what they love, see who they are. So people
Listen to
feel.
them.
Yeah, say that again.
Listen to them.
Listen to them.
Because we're always speaking. No one listens. She was a listener.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yep. Yep. But listening, and I'm a listening freak. So listening is not just what you hear with your ears. Listening is taking every bit of something in and feeling it every bit of where you are. She was a listener. What else?
And she's very prompt, and whatever she cares everyone, Merlin. One situation I will give you. When one of our HWC member, Anand Kuram, he passed away, I came to know little late. Though they sent me message, I got something else going on, so I could not get that message. So when I told Debbie how important he is, immediately, though she has lot of things, she has appointment, she made the page. I just told her, Debbie, at any cost, we need to post this message today on HWC. Though she has a busy schedule, she did it. So she's always there for the people. She takes how important the other person, so that I really never forget. And I tribute to him also, Anand Kuram. He has done so much to the HWC. He's a very nice person, and I do have good experiences with him, and he's very nice.
Yeah, she
Same she did for Kaviraj.
Yes.
So here is something on the chat from Mimi. Do you know Memi?
Yes, I know, but I forget her
Okay.
full name.
All right. So this is what Memi said. Not a day will go by in my life that I won't remember Debbie. She was such an unconditionally loving and kind person. She taught me about humility and being of service to others. She was generous, and I can't imagine my life had I not met her. Homeopathy, teacher, mentor, friend, I was blessed to have her presence in my life. I called her Debbie Mamacita. So she was a mother, she was a best friend, she was a mentor, she was a teacher.
Educator.
Right? What else, Kavitha?
And I call her as Bubby.
Bubby.
Grandson.
Tell everybody,
Grandson
tell
calls her
everybody what Bubby means. Tell everybody what Bubby is.
And
Bubby is
I always
sweet name.
Go ahead.
and I always wrote her or called her Mamaji.
Mama
Yes.
D. And what does Bubby
She
mean?
gave us the privilege to call.
Yes.
Is she so Bubby is in
Her
Hebrew.
grandson calls her as Bubby.
Yes,
So
it's grandma
since my
in Jewish.
grandma's soul is in her,
Yes.
so she made me that I can call her.
Right. Yeah, I see that. So Memi is Michelle. She had to come back on, and she signed in as Mimi, but that's Michelle. So she came back on, and then okay, Monica. Hello, all. I was fortunate to meet Debbie. Well, again, we have a few more minutes, so take this opportunity, and it's a golden one. So come on, share with us 919-518-9773 at Computers 2K Voice. If you want to come in on Skype, you are more than welcome. If you're listening and you haven't tuned in or checked into the chat yet, please feel free to do that, because this is a memorable experience. We're having fun, we're reminiscing, we're crying, we're learning, we're sharing, and we're loving, and it's a great time to be here. So please join us if you have something that you would like to share. We'd love to have you. So in Hebrew, Bubby is grandma, and so that's who she was. Debbie has, let's see, 4 grandchildren who are totally delightful and loving, and I got to spend time with her grandchildren. The weekend Debbie passed away, and they were very special children, I have to say. And they were there connected to her every moment. And it was amazing. And when Debbie was in a lot of pain, and but wanted to make sure, I don't know what she wanted to make sure, but I think she wanted to make sure everything was going to be okay. And I was there, and my husband were there, and her family. And she passed away we got there on Friday. She passed away on Saturday. And I actually had been in the room with her and, on and off with the family. And I stepped away and stepped out. And it was about 6 o'clock, 6:15. And she had been in a lot of pain. And at one point, and I was not there, I'm just telling you what I heard she did, because I wasn't there. And it's okay, because I wasn't meant to be there. But she actually looked up, she put her arms out like this, and she smiled and passed away.
That is beautiful. And Madeline, I got opportunity to chant Gayatri Mantra on her bed. I'm so fortunate, and that is wonderful to do that, to get that opportunity. And hardly we get those kind of things. So really, that's a fortunate to have. And I agree with you.
Yeah.
Whatever we had that opportunity, or the things which you and me saw, just one day one day she passed away. So she was waiting
yes.
for us to see her.
And
Yes.
thank you, Kavita, for to see her on the day one before, when you visit at the home. And I request you to touch her feet by my hand.
Yes,
It was by my heart.
and
And
all the anything,
Really,
whichever
I
mistakes we did, forgive us and bless. I
I
did
think
on behalf of you and
yes,
my.
it was really a hard time for me because she's more than a mother for me. She did a lot for me, and I never forget. I never forget her, and I you just talk that she is listening my words, and it's time for 1 a.m. for me, I think. But really thankful to you because just because of you, I just see in day before. So let's see
She's
what
restoring.
now it's our now it's our motto that we will spread the SWC to the whole world, to the whole homeopathy community, and for the general peoples that we spread the homeopathy everywhere.
Yes.
When after Debbie passed away and the hospice nurse came and pronounced her dead and all that stuff, he looked and he said, every time you think, oh, I should be calling Debbie, I should be writing Debbie, I should be asking her this, I should be doing this, just turn around and say, hi, Deb, hi, Debbie. And so that's what I do. When I think about, oh, I should call her and see how she's doing, or I should do this, or I should do that, I just turn around and go, hey, Deb, because I know she's with me. And she is going to be with everyone. I can tell.
Yes, Mary. Every day she used to say, "Me love you forever," and she has been the word which have been using all the time, more than 100 times. Is she has been my breath, and not only for me, to many of you and couple of more. So she's always with us. The only thing is we have to feel her presence, just like I'm feeling her presence.
Right. Well,
Yes,
let's
she is always caring, always caring. Even when she heard about a bad news in India, she always texts me that how are you, Deepak? Where are you? Are you in Delhi? And there is the pollution level, and how you are living in that pollution. And so I always reply that Debbie, I am okay because we are in India. We have a like of that. But even when she is hearing a small news, always text me or even she called me that how are you, Deepak? I remember her caring, and I missed her.
I used to talk to her every day.
Yes.
And before, and then when she, was up in New York after she left North Carolina, and she would complain to me in some way about, I was up so late last night. I need to get off of social media. I need to stop doing this. I need to stop doing that. But now I know she loved every single minute of it. And she was talking to all of her friends in India all night
Mm.
long. But she would
Yes.
tell me, oh, I went to bed so late. I did this, I did that. But I know what she was up to. I know she was talking to all of you all night long. Oh, my goodness. All right, so Monica is on, and she said she is a star and still shining in the sky. Grateful for her contributions to the homeopathy family. And the sky behind the backdrop. If you see that light there, that's
Yes.
Debbie. That's Debbie.
Yes.
That's Debbie. When I saw that just before, I know I've seen it, before when she would do her shows, but I never paid attention as much. And then today when I came in, I saw that and I thought, oh my gosh, there she
She is an
is.
angel now and blessing everyone.
Yep, there she is. So, Monica, that was a beautiful thing, and thank you for saying that because it reminded me of Debbie Sky.
Yes, and I think one of her best dream to visit India is left because I remember one thing. I showed her a samosa. Samosa. Adil, you can judge it, or Kavita ji, you can. I just show a picture of samosa, and I said that Debbie ji, when you come to India, I will just first dish I will give it to you as a promise. So she liked it. She always asked me then, how will you like this? So she's always encouraging us, or she's having curiosity to know each and everything.
Yes.
That was a Devi.
That was our Deb. That was
She
She
said,
want to know everything.
Kavita, let us go to India together. Then I
Yes.
said, okay, Debbie, we can go.
Deepak. Did you just say that was our Debbie? Did I hear you say that?
Sorry.
Did you just say that was our Debbie? Did you just say that? Well, I heard you say when you were talking about what you just did that in describing her, I heard you say that was our Debbie. And if you
This is our. It was a dish. We call it the samosa, and she always wants to know how do you make it. So because it's a triangular shape dish, and it's a
No, the last Deepakji, last sentence you uttered was our Debbie. This is our Debbie.
Yeah.
It's correct.
Acha, okay, yes.
You
Our
said
Debbie.
that?
Okay.
You said that. You said that? That was our Debbie?
Yes.
Yes.
That I love that.
Yes.
Thank you for saying that.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you so because that's the truth. She
Yes.
was all of our Debbies. She was, everybody out there here listening. That was wonderful. Thank you for saying that. So we only have a few minutes left. So it's just been amazing. So any final words of anybody want to say? Anybody want to call in? 919, this is your chance. 919-518-9773 or computers 2K voice on Skype. You will not come in on a video, you will come in on an audio. And this is anybody want to come in and share, it would be our honor to have you. So any final words from any of you?
Debbie is always with
Love
us,
you.
Merlin, and thank you so much. You are like Debbie for us. And Amnon, actually, Debbie wanted to have a health show, which could not happen because of health, but this will make her feel good. You are always. Thank you so much for doing this, and thank you, Deepak and Adil, for joining.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And we missed her a lot.
It would have.
Well,
you cannot thank us for this. It is a duty
Yes.
to join.
It is a duty? Say that again.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a duty to join for someone you love, someone who has done so much things which can't be mentioned. It's a duty to join. It's not someone to thank.
It's our duty to spread the homeopathy through SWC and just go for to the dream.
I agree.
So we're all together, and now you are the leader of the ferry, Madeline. So go ahead.
Well, you know what? I'm just doing what Debbie wants me to do. And I'm going to honor her and the rest of you because you're just all so special and amazing. And, just, I feel the love. And so I want to honor this message and get it out there. So I'm all in.
Yes, Merlin.
I'm all in. So just thank you all so very much for being here, for listening, for watching, for participating, for sharing on the chat. Sonia, wait a minute. Sonia and Sarah, Debbie's two beautiful daughters, have just said, thank you for hosting the show today. And I know they're listening and they're sharing in all of this with us. So to the two of you, I love you. And I know that actually Debbie's children, Sonia and Sarah, her daughters, her son Isaac, her daughter-in-law Rebecca, her husband Rob, they're all together. And they're together, so that I'm sure they've all been listening and watching. And so I love you all.
Beautiful family. Yes.
Yeah, and Kathy, go ahead.
We from the Orbit Clinic and Dr. Adil and all the homeopaths are always there for her family.
Absolutely. And here is a beautiful message from Kathy, which is Amnon's beautiful wife. She says, and as Dr. Seuss said, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Thank you, Kathy. Beautiful words to end.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and Amnon said, when we end the show, don't you hang up yet. You all stay right there where you are, okay? All right. The boss said so. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today. And I have a feeling that the Health In Show in tribute to Debbie will be back again with some more homeopathy to share in the future. So be on the lookout. And with that, thank you so much for being there. If I can help in any way possible, please write to me personally at marilyn@marilynshannon.com. Bye from Debbie.
Bye.
Hello, welcome to the Health In Show, an affiliate program of Homeopathy World Community. You've come to the right place to tune in and participate with your comments and questions. Love is the greatest healer of all. But sometimes, in order to change our emotions, we must take action in other spheres of our lives. We speak with experts in alternative and complementary health fields and hope you will benefit in some small or great way. Remember, you are wherever your thoughts are. Make sure your thoughts are where you want to be.